To kick us off, we have East Anglia's premier storyteller, in fact probably the national premier storyteller, Mr. John Rowe.
And that's okay, I don't want it up my nose. We've been talking about substances.
Microphone of you.
I thought I'd do a few stories and a few poems, and I'm not sure whether they're stories for adults or children. I've never bothered to work it out, but this one, this is one I like. It's from Ireland, and as we're at a folk festival, like I say, you know, you can do its lineage, can't you? There was a bookseller from Dublin bookseller called Kennedy, who collected a stack of stories around County Wicklow, around the Wicklow area, and and he bunged them all in books and things. And he was one of the three great collectors, Yeats and Lady Wilde and himself were the three great Irish collectors, and all the stuff that we claim was passed down by word of mouth, it was, but it was passed down to that lot, and they passed it on. The rest was out of books. I always think those books are like it's like a freezer, isn't it? They've been stuck in the books for 100 years, and they've been stuck in a freezer, and we take them out and put them back in our mouth. And this is from way back in time when my hair was dark and my beard was ginger. And there were three sisters. And I should take it down a bit because it's got that little whistle, you know. She's nice, I like the whistle. That's fine. And three sisters, and they lived in the middle of a wood with their mother. Well, I mean, it happens a lot in stories, doesn't it? You know, you think towns didn't exist. Everyone lives in a cottage in the middle of the woods. And two were beautiful. And one was covered in hair from the top of her feet. From the top of her... You can tell I'm just walking. From the top of her feet to the bottom of her head. Yes. And,
she was bald.
She was covered in hair. From the bottom of her feet to the top of her head. I usually do it the other way around anyway. And the two beautiful sisters turned to their mum and said, "Look, Mum, we're never going to meet anyone in the middle of this wood. Give us that cake or you bacon in the oven and we'll be off to seek our fortune." Mum said, "Well, look, take half the cake and go with your blessing, or the whole cake and go without." So forget the blessing, we're hungry, give us the whole cake. And they set off down the road. Well, Harry Roach, but that was the hairy one's name, turned to her mum and said, "Look, my two sisters are beautiful, but they don't have a grain of sense between them. Give us half that griddle cake and we'll be off to look after them." Well, of course, she was given the whole griddle cake and she set off down the road, and she soon caught up with her sisters. That's what I love about sort of folk tales, isn't it? You can actually leap. It's like a film, you know. You can cut from here to here, to here without any explanations. Anyway, she soon caught up with the sisters, but you know, occasionally, you remember when you're younger, there's well, it might even happen now. You've probably got nicer. You know, someone joins you, and they're really embarrassing, and you'd wish they'd go away. Or worse still, and this happens to us more as we get on, you join other people and you realise they don't want you about, and you're trying to find a way to leave without looking stupid. Well, it's a bit like that with Harry Roach and her two sisters. The two sisters looked around and thought, no one is going to speak to us with this hairy creature next to us. But there was nothing nice about the sisters. They just tied her up to a tree and they set off down the road. Well, before they could blink, Harry Roach is walking next to them again. This time, they tied it to a tree. No, they dug a big hole. I'm getting there. Right, dug a big... God, another 6 pints, it'll work. They dug a big hole, they put her in the bottom of the hole, they covered the hole with earth, they covered the earth with turf. They set off down the road. Before they could blink, she's walking next to them again. This time she's got clods of hair sticking out, clods of earth sticking out of her hair, worms crawling through it. They thought, well, it's getting dark, maybe no one will notice. And besides, we haven't got the faintest idea where we're going to stay tonight. Maybe she can help. Well, the three sisters carried on together till they came to a great castle. And they knocked on the front door, and of course it creaked and it squeaked, skeleton type. It doesn't know all the best stories, at least that's what my mate Hugh Lupton says. And I believe every word he says. So, and there stood a great giant. "Yes, girls, can I do something for you?" "Well, we're a bit tired. Have you got somewhere for us to stay?" said Harry Roach. "Well, as it happens, upstairs is a great bed. And in that great bed are my three daughters. You may share the bed with them." Thank you very much. Hirochi popped upstairs. But before they went to sleep, Hirochi took the diamond necklaces off the giant's daughter's necks and put them on her and her sister's necks. And took the hair necklaces off her and her sister's necks and put them on the giant's daughter's necks. Well, in the middle of the night, the giant turned to his wife. Those 3 guest mouths will make fine meat pies. Mind, we're going to have to singe that hairy one first. Servants, hop upstairs and chop off their heads. Well, it's dark up there, said the servant. How will I know who's who? Easy, said the giant. My daughters have diamond necklaces. Our guests only have hair necklaces. Well, you can imagine his surprise the next morning when he saw who came down the stairs, thanked him kindly for his hospitality, and set off down the road. Well, when the giant... Right, this is the chorus bit, okay? And you have to guess it, because it's one of those. And it's obvious, right? Even if it's morning. Well, it's almost morning. It's a Sunday morning. Sunday morning finishes about 3 o'clock.